Recording has been started.
Hello and welcome back to Kingdom Hearts GBS, Gloom vs. Soulless, which is quickly becoming not its title anymore. Um,
I mean, the same thing happened with Academy Trouble, so.
yeah. But here we are, back at it again. Currently it is a few weeks out from summer break, after summer break, and we are focusing on the kids and what they're doing. And currently, I wish to see what Lance is currently doing. What are you doing?
Just relaxing.
Are you in your hot tub?
Yes.
It's not a hot tub.
Well, close enough.
It's
A tub full of hot water. Hot tub.
I feel like this is a legitimate discussion Tsubasa has had with the two of them. It's just like, it's not a
Yeah.
hot tub. It's hot water in a tub, but that doesn't make it a hot tub.
But, Lance,
Yes.
outside through your currently locked door, you hear the hum of electricity, and very, very faintly you hear the grumbling of Tsubasa over his studies, which he has changed classes for, catching up with everybody else. You hear footsteps down the hall as someone leaves their room, and you hear just general peace. Peace and quiet. Is it one of your stream days?
Well, why do you think he's in a hot tub?
That doesn't say anything to me, actually.
Variety streams. Just chatting. People do like hot tub streams all the time.
Okay.
It has its own category now.
Yeah. Whatever.
Also got its own site.
So, how are you interacting with your chatters currently? It is late enough to where you have more chatters than normal, but it's not. It's one of those things of the chatters are the same, but the lurkers have kind of come around because they're either working or doing some late night studies or otherwise playing their own games and whatnot. Those kind of lurkers.
Yeah. Basically just talking about like asking how various people's like the regulars how their studies have been going, how their days have been going. Just catching up with the chat.
And during that, you hear Aster at the front door responding to what sounds like a person who shouldn't be at the front door. Aster, what do you say as you see a kind of average tall, like about 5'10", 5'9" man with pale skin, dark hair, red eyes, dressed formally, holding a letter out to you. It's addressed to Lance.
Looks him dead in his soul. Wrong house. Takes the letter. Closes door.
So, Lance, you hear wrong house and then the close of a door.
The poor messenger probably just standing there, just like, okay. Now what?
You actually hear, Aster, you hear the chuckle of someone who knows that they were at the right place, and the clicking of combat boots as they leave.
Fucking weirdo. Lance. Mail. Please be decent. He's gonna place it on there. Place it on right here.
Is this loud enough to carry through the dorms?
Yes. So, like, I'd say Tsubasa and Helia, if you're not paying attention, it'll sound like background noise of them talking. But for Arthur and Razz and the others, it's fine. You hear it. Of male, be decent. I'm placing it right here.
Okay, but what defines decent?
Clothes. Real clothes.
Yes, swim shorts are decent.
Technically,
enough for
yes.
me.
I've worn swim shorts around the house when Cherry isn't here, so.
Okay.
It's decent. I can answer the door in those. Aster, do you look at the mail that you were given?
He opens it.
God damn it, Aster.
Sure.
So, the first thing you notice with your passive perception is that there's a wax seal that, in your haste to understand why the fuck someone after class is asking or delivering for Lance with that sort of formality, you realize it was a royal noble sigil, like, kind of deal. And it wasn't the normal one from Arthur's father. But you don't recognize it. Do you still open it?
Yeah.
Inside is one singular piece of paper folded up. Like, in the sense of it has 4 like little crosses on it. It's folded one way and then the other, and then it's stuffed in there. It's not formal at all. It's an invitation. It simply says, you are invited back to the manor for Yuletide this coming year. Feel free to bring your friends if they so wish to come. And it gives the time of the first day to the last day, which is a full 12-day celebration of Yuletide. And it ends on the New Year.
Damn, Lance, didn't know you were bougie.
He says that and probably looks up at Lance, who is just.
Board shorts?
Yep.
I imagine they're neon colored.
Probably.
Like a neon orange.
Awful. At least he can be seen in the ocean.
Did you dry
Yeah,
yourself
but
off?
does he even match his color? Or his skin
That's a
tone?
damn good question, Arthur. Did you dry yourself off before coming here? Or
I
is there
swear,
just
if
a
you
wet
didn't-
trail?
Yeah, they were walking on carpet.
Did you soak the fucking carpet, man? Come on. It's in front of Arthur. It's in front of Arthur Razz's door. Specifically.
I mean, do you want me to make it even? Because I can walk back up, make it even.
You do know Itty and Bitty bite, right?
That's reserved for my boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
So, what exactly was this whole wrong house thing?
Oh, I say that for everybody. If it ain't for me, I'm just gonna say wrong house. Close the door. So, yeah. It's an invitation to Yuletide. I'll be sure to wear a good suit. See you. And he starts walking off.
Oh, okay.
I gotta go to
Lance.
classes.
It's. Oh, you take night classes, don't you?
Where do you think I go?
I don't ask questions.
Why else would I come back with McDonald's every day?
Nope.
Black. Black
Over my
McDonald's.
dead body. If you can make a joke about Wendy's, but not McDonald's.
I didn't say McDonald's. I said McDonald's.
I will kill
titular
you.
series.
Yuffie, I think you're about to get whacked by Donald.
This is the worst. This is the worst start to the session.
It's the best start. What are you talking about?
Lance,
Yes.
how do you react to seeing your family's royal sigil on the wax seal?
This must be serious. But it's. I mean. He does kind of like.
Do you check out the whole invitation?
Yes.
You read it over, and it's the same information of the dates, the times, the formality of it all. This is normal, at least for the first few days, to allow visitors and friends of family to kind of experience for a couple of days what they're about before getting into the routine of things. Most visitors, don't stay longer than 2 or 3 days, which is why it seems so formal. But as you turn the invitation around to the blank side, you see a note from your youngest sibling. From Thee. And it simply reads in kind of Thea normally writes in pink gel pen, but this is written in sort of off gray, kind of almost like the ink dried separately from the paper, and it just says, "Please come home. I miss you."
Aww.
Did I kill Mia?
No, almost. You almost did. Not quite.
What do? Do you warn the others?
Well, Lance is gonna pat at his shorts before remembering his phone isn't in any of the pockets because he was not. He was wanting to keep it safe and dry. So he'll just kind of call out, just up the stairs.
Did you stop your stream before, or pause your stream before coming down here?
Put it on like a be right back scene, but he didn't like. Oh god, he didn't mute his mic.
Uh-oh.
It's fine. It's fine. So everyone, both on stream and in the dorm, are just gonna get to hear who wants to come to the manor for Yuletide.
Oh my goodness.
Comes out of the room, he's fucking wet carpet.
Where's the wet sock? That's gone.
Gonna get moldy.
What does Arthur say?
God damn it! Gonna get moldy.
Out of curiosity, this space here in the middle, are we able to see down onto the first floor from it?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
space lines up with right over the dining table.
Yeah.
Oh. I didn't
Because you
even
can see the
know-
stairs line up with the stairs.
Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, Lance does get to see Tsubasa appear over the railing above. It's just like, hold up, when?
Yuletide? Why?
Just that's a while from now. What days of Yuletide? Like the entire time?
Yes.
I mean, I can try, but you know, my family still got stuff that they do at Yuletide.
I mean, you guys are free to come and go as you please.
For the record, Yule and the midwinter solstice takes place directly on sunset of December 19th and goes until the evening or midnight rather of December 31st.
Just like,
For the record.
yeah, if we're free to come and go, I definitely would be able to. It just obviously wouldn't be the entire time. Who dropped their fork?
Sorry.
I'm joking. Calm down. Why didn't you just text us?
Look at what he's wearing.
Yeah, and I wouldn't put past Lance to forget his phone in his pocket.
He also didn't dry off.
Like, seriously? Lance!
The moldy fucking carpet. We're gonna dry up the carpet with Lance's face. Oh, I'm not muted.
Just from the fucking balcony upstairs, just like, Lance, we have towels for a reason!
Oh god, the panic in that statement.
I think we need to pause for a minute. Because it seems like we're taking two people out with that.
I'm good.
Oh,
Just the muffled sorry. I'm sorry, but Nia's laugh is turning into a full-on Muttley laugh.
Oh, keep in mind the stream can hear this too.
Giggling. We're getting nothing done on except for me.
We really aren't.
It's been 30 minutes of giggling.
Look, thought I was muted. To be fair, my fucking mouse is still hovering over the mute button, so I thought I had clicked it, and I started eating my goddamn, fucking Applejacks, and then it was Cayde going on about the fucking eating me dry off, so I had to say something.
Oh god, that face actually kind of hurts right now. Oh my god. Chaos.
Okay, I'm good.
to put us back on track a little bit, Helia, who's probably like full on leaning on the railing at this point, just like observing this chaos, will go, I can probably come for the whole thing. I don't think Auntie has anything planned.
Have we unpause the recording?
The recording has never been paused.
Oh no.
Mia!
Going back to me.
Okay, I'm good. It's fine. I'm good.
In the group chat, you all receive a message.
Group
You all
chat.
look at it.
Yeah.
You receive a video from Lex. The thumbnail seems to be the ocean at first.
Pick the video.
Well, yeah, we're going to watch the video.
It quickly turns from facing the ocean at like midday to Lex looking entirely fucking unimpressed. And like, it's one of those things of he probably stole his phone back from Viv because he's being very quiet, and he just goes, "I'm going to toss Mr. Gray into the fucking ocean. Hold on, give me a second." And just you, like, the phone turns downward for a second as if to not show you where he's at, and she goes, "Gray! Gray!" And she's like, "What? Come here." "No." "What the fuck you mean, no?" He's like, "No, I'm helping with cooking." "The fuck you are? Dad says you're not allowed to cook." "Why is that?" You don't see the look, but you feel it. You know the look. And it's just like, "Get over here." And it just, the fucking video ends.
Tsubasa just quietly texts back, "You know, I honestly can't blame you." Tsubasa, who has they may be rare lessons, but he has lessons with Gray. He's just like, "Yeah, no, I understand."
Just the up close and personal look at Lex being unimpressed is what that is. They're just like, "I'm going to throw him into the ocean. Give me a second." "The fuck you mean, nah?" Like, it is the first time for most of you, aside from Arthur, who has heard him actively and comfortably swearing.
Tsubasa's just like, "Yay, Lex is feeling better."
Not of his own volition.
Unfortunate. Woe is to Lex, suffer, get better. Bitch.
Get better, threat.
Tsubasa would.
Get well soon, you bitch.
Lex probably got that at some point, just the "get well soon, you bitch."
I hope it's wonderful whatever you're going through.
No, please. Not again. That sounded so desperate. I'm so sorry. It sounded in genuine distress.
You know, we have that special talent of making you sound like that, honestly.
I'm trying to drink my Dr. Pepper and you guys are trying to kill me.
I already drank my Dr.
Later.
Pepper, suffer. Tsubasa does just do the sort of sigh, shoulder slump thing of, as he's just like, "It's going to be so loud this year, I just know it."
What
Loud?
do you guys do? Lance, do you say anything about the invitation otherwise?
Lance,
Yeah?
do you say anything else about the invitation?
Other than that, no.
Okay.
So you don't warn them that it's with your entire family.
No.
Tsubasa, who knows how noble families and parties work? Yeah, this is going to be the entire family. In fact, he actually looks over at Helia and is just like, just to make sure, you do realize that it's going to be the whole family at that party, yeah?
Sue gets a confused look back.
Okay, you remember when you went to when we went to my little sister's birthday party?
Yeah.
That's actually kind of small.
Tsubasa, what do you mean?
I mean, that was just
What
a
do you
birthday
mean that
party.
was small? What do you mean that was small, Tsubasa?
Noble families have a lot of people.
Why?
I don't know. Ask my mom. No, ask my grandpa. He'll probably give you the bluntest answer.
Or you could ask me. You hear Lance.
God damn it. Not again.
What not? Oh wait, is he talking to you again?
Maybe. There is a small possibility.
You act as if I'm trying to kill you. I'm just talking to you.
Tsubasa's just over on the other side of the balcony, just... You know, it'd be nice if it wasn't a one-sided conversation.
It would be nice, but that would require him possessing me again, and I kind of don't want to do that.
No, you don't. You just repeat what he says.
Regrettably, this is not a phone call we can put on.
You can already see the thinking expression on Tsubasa's face.
Speakerphone. I forgot the word for speakerphone. Like, out of character, I couldn't remember the word for speakerphone.
Out of character, I do want to say Tsubasa does have detect thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Helia, you see the thinking look on Tsubasa's face, the one that he gets whenever he's about to do something that could potentially be a bad idea. But he's got some logic
As one
behind
does.
it. And just, hey Lance, is it alright if I try a spell on you?
You're not going to turn me into a frog or anything, are you?
What? No, I don't know that. That's like way above my skill level. No, I
You'd
mean,
make a
Then go
beautiful frog, Lance.
I'm not sure whether to be insulted or feel proud.
either way, no, it's just a detect thought spell.
Sure, go for it.
Alright, yeah, he is going to cast detect thoughts on Lance.
Are you within range?
Am I within range?
10 feet.
Within 30 feet of me. So first Tsubasa goes over to
Do
Lance.
you cast that as you're walking?
Sure, why not?
You get two little thoughts in your head. One from two from different sources. One you hear, I think this is a bad idea, F. And F responds with, probably is. Oh shit. Like he's been caught.
Tsubasa just stops and stares at Lance for a moment, and then glances over at Helia, and just... Did you hear both of those? At Lance.
Lance,
Did
you
I?
heard nothing.
I heard nothing.
Mm-mm.
Oh boy. It just... Did I hear both of what?
Ah, okay, So, I was intending to just cast it on you and see if I could hear yours and Ephemer's thoughts. But I don't think I'm hearing yours at all. And I think because Strelitzia was mentioned. Yeah, she was, yeah. I think I'm hearing both of them. Hi.
Tsubasa, you hear a little. You should probably stop. From a woman's voice. It doesn't sound like a young girl.
This isn't going to, like, make the ringing in my ears worse, is it?
They're ringing. And then you hear a more masculine voice go, "Oh, it's another one of those. Man, what's it with heroes and wanting to challenge reality? F.
Excuse me!
Wait, what? What are they saying? Oh god, now is this what it was like?
Yes.
Oh, I don't like this.
No, that...
Well, summon us, is what they say in unison.
Tsubasa just jolts for a moment, just... Apparently you guys can summon them! How did I get that telepathically in stereo?
Beg pardon?
They said summon you. Summon them.
How?
That is a good question. How do they do that?
There's it's an almost felt pause in your thoughts, where your thoughts kind of stop. And it goes, you hear the masculine voice, referred to as F, going, it's kind of complicated, but it works as a basic summoning spell. It would be, for you guys, summon... We're not nobodies, but... Summon Celestial, maybe?
Okay. They're saying apparently it should work like summon Celestial? Do any of us even know that spell?
That's a pretty high level spell, isn't it?
I think so, yeah. At least I haven't seen it in any of my books for third year. Would Tsubasa have come across any summoning spells? During, like, any of his studies?
They're in paladin classes, but you're so behind that it's kind of awkward to try and catch up. Arthur would probably know of the spell Summon Celestial or Summon Light, or essentially.
Yeah, Tsubasa does look over at Arthur knowing that he is the only other paladin in the group. It's just like, do you know any spells like that?
Not. Well, I know of them. I can't do any of it.
Okay, so what are we supposed to do if we can't do Summon Celestial? Do we just, can they just, like, focus really hard? That's how a lot of magic works.
Not for over here, says the womanly voice.
Over where?
Oh, in Scala. We're kind of protected over here from that sort of summoning.
Ah, okay, so that explains why we would have to use Summon Celestial.
Yes. If you can't use that, See, usually it works kind of similarly to any summoning ritual, but it would take a lot of prowess, I guess, to use a darkness spell or darkness ritual to summon a light-based being. And similarly vice versa, I'm sure you understand.
You guys do realize we haven't even graduated from the academy yet, yeah?
What academy?
The Keyblade Academy.
I don't know what that is.
It's just
It's similar to the Masters Union.
Does Tsubasa know the Masters Union?
No.
It's just... maybe? I don't know what that is.
What's the thing? The thing you're talking about?
They're asking if the Academy is like the Masters Union.
Arthur, roll history for me.
Of course he'd
Okay.
know.
You're the only one who can get high enough for this.
Oh god.
Power of gay, come on!
Do I have that advantage from History Club yet, or no?
You do.
Okay.
Well,
From History Club specifically, you've heard of a long time ago, there was something called the Masters Union that was essentially the prototype of the Keyblade Academy. It was meant specifically to train people into becoming masters rather than practicing Keyblade wielders. And it was considered the safest prototype of the Keyblade Academy, which became what it is today.
It seems to be a precursor of the Academy, but like it goes way back.
okay, well, makes sense. Ephemer and Strelitzia are kind of, and he does pause for a moment because he's aware that they can hear him and he doesn't want to bluntly call them ancient.
You hear Ephemer go, no, say it. You're already thinking it, so we can hear it.
Sorry. They're kind of...
No, it's complicated. Technically, we're only in our 40s. But you guys are not.
Then, yeah, they're both kind of ancient historical figures. So it makes sense that it goes way back. But yeah,
Nice save. From Ephemer.
Tsubasa, for a brief moment, Ben Affleck smoking meme. And just, okay, anyways, yeah, it seems like the Masters Union is the same, it's like the Keyblade Academy, because the Keyblade Academy is supposed to train up Keyblade wielders.
There's another felt pause, and then the woman speaks up. What do you mean Keyblade wielders? Are there more of you?
Well, there's a lot of us, honestly. I mean, to be fair, most students in the Keyblade Academy don't actually get their Keyblade until their 3rd or 4th year, but it's mostly just to train people who have the potential.
You feel like you don't recognize it as Ephemer at first, but you do feel Ephemer like snap his attention away from you and go, "Oh hey! Get back here."
Does Lance actually hear that?
Yes.
I was going to turn off my stream.
You left
Your
it
what?
running again?
Lance, you just can't leave those people on the video equivalent of scene. Jeez.
In my defense, I thought it would take a lot of time.
Lance, you step into your room and the moderators have shut off the stream.
Oh, thanks. Okay.
You see your monitor has gone into that state where if you leave it alone for longer than 5 minutes, it'll turn off. Kind of a sleep mode, but it'll automatically turn back on as soon as you press a key or move the mouse. That kind of sleep mode. So you know it's been off for at least 5 to 10 minutes.
Your stream good?
Yep.
Okay. Alright. You know, I meant to do this just so I could at least help with the conversation. I did not expect to actually hear both of them. Both of you, I mean. I shouldn't talk about you guys like you're not here. You're literally right here somewhere.
No, we're in Scala.
Okay, you can hear me.
Because you're using magic to connect to the descendants of our magic. Yes.
All right, that's good to know. Why am I not supposed to be doing this again?
Oh, because well, this is a ritual that connects to those two, and you're connecting to the ritual by a third party. You understand what third party activation does to a ritual spell, yes?
I'm going to be feeling this when I end it, won't I?
Yes. You hear from both of them.
Tsubasa just takes a deep breath, has that resigned look on his face, because this is not the first time, and he knows it's not going to be the last time. And just... Alright, I am going to end this now. If I fall over, can one of you catch me?
I gotcha, don't worry.
Cool, awesome. And he's going to end the spell.
It's not a screeching static. It's more of a fuzzy TV snow feeling that happens as you take 20 points of damage.
Ouch! He just fucking crumples a little bit.
You do actually go down to one knee because of how bad it suddenly hurt.
Yeah. Just, oh god, ow.
Okay, so we're not trying that anymore.
Probably a little more carefully next time, at least.
You know, you hear both of you hear Ephemer in your head now, Helia and Lance.
Okay.
You hear, okay, so I managed to tweak this spell a little bit to get both of us in both of your heads for a short time. I can give you brief access to the spell, but it's gonna take all of your mana just to keep us there for long enough to explain anything. Or, actually, hold on, I'm gonna go check something. And the connection cuts for a second. And you just hear the, like, felt audible pause of Strelitzia go with the entire mom energy of, I love this boy. He's gonna kill me one day. I'm sorry about him. With a heavy sigh.
I don't think you have anything to apologize for.
And there's a pause. I believe if I've studied the future well enough, he's got ADHD?
Yeah, that tracks.
He loves using the phrase, I have ADHD TVs, which he doesn't know what the meaning of.
Tsubasa just quietly to Lance, just like, we're not going to tell Aster about this, are we?
I don't know why you're looking at me. Why you're asking me that?
And he immediately just looks over at Arthur. It's just like, we're not going to tell Aster about this, yeah?
Oh, gee, I don't know, Sue.
Helia, don't.
Immediate knife cat expression.
Listen, I don't need him to know. I did something stupid to get up. I'm going back down real quick. Hold on. Just tries to go stand up and then immediately sinks back down.
Helia and Lance.
Hmm?
You don't hear Ephemer show up again, but kind of like a video game notification ding on your phone from a mobile game. You just kind of hear in your head, message received.
What? Wait, no, what?
What the
Huh?
fuck?
What happened now?
And
Great
both of
question.
both of you suddenly feel you have the capacity to cast a spell you do not know the name of, but it requires more than the both of you. You don't know who it requires, though. And you know it will take quite a bit of mana from all three of you, whoever you choose.
Points at Arthur. That seems like a good choice.
What? I'm not a good choice?
You need to rest.
You just got gut punched by doing something stupid. So,
to be
yeah.
fair, it felt less like a gut punch and more like a sucker punch, but yeah, no, I get what you mean. Just the deflation of, yeah, okay, yeah, you're right. I don't like it, but you're right.
Regrettably, you have a good point. Do we
How about
think
you?
it would work if we got Arthur's help? Question mark?
Make an insight check against yourself.
Insight check? What the fuck?
I phrased it like this. It is a spell you do not know the name of, you do not know where you got it from, and you do not know the parameters. However, you know you can cast it with certain caveats. You don't know what would work unless you basically read what's on the message, and you don't know how to do that yet.
Can I roll an insight on
Sure.
myself?
Good job, Helia.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, what did she...
It's
Oh, that's
17.
not too bad.
Yeah, 17's not too bad.
Okay. Heart of the cards, heart of the dice, Iron Jesus. Heart of the cards, heart of the dice.
Oh.
Nice. So both of you kind of recall the information that was just said, almost as if trying to give a password of. They mention summon celestial, which means usually a connection to the light. And considering that they said the Masters Union, they are probably masters themselves. Which means a lot of light is necessary to summon even one of them. And one of you is more connected to the light than the other, so there is a balance there. You would need to tip that balance with some light. I gave you your answer.
That
Hey,
feels
Arthur?
like a yes.
Yes.
Yes. It's either that or it feels like a go get Juliet.
No. We don't need to bug Juliet with this.
She would be so down for it though.
Yeah, but she's got a job to do.
She doesn't want to do it though.
The kids show up. It's just like, hey, we need help with this spell. Fuck yeah, let's go.
But we didn't even explain.
It's the middle of the meeting. Gwen's right next to her, just like, wait, no, hold on. Juliet, hold on. Jules, wait.
What'd you need me for?
I'm going to guess the summon Celeste with some kind of spell.
We have a spell that needs a bit of help.
And I'm
Sue,
not
you're not
allowed.
helping.
Yeah,
No, denied.
I can try.
If you try, I'm going to steal your kneecaps. And definitely write you out to Aster.
Fine. Okay. He's suffering.
We doing it now, or?
I guess?
Do we have a better time to do it?
I mean, you only live once.
Yeah, well,
Functionally untrue, you hear Ephraim say.
yeah,
Wait, no.
you can hear Tsubasa going, well, technically.
No, what do you mean untrue?
I died.
Is it,
Haven't we gone through a time loop too?
I don't know if
Hello?
time loops.
Can we
You've
help
gone
you?
through what?
Tsubasa's just watching their faces is just after a moment. We did not tell them about that, did we?
No, we didn't, and I don't know if I wanted to.
Yeah, so, time loops sure a thing. Hi.
Yeah, let's try out that spell, anyways.
Arthur, just like, let's not talk about that. The vibe of, that's a really interesting spot on the wall over there.
Should we find a big enough area to do it, or do you think this will work?
Kind of don't want to be near this carpet anymore.
The moist carpet, Lance. You moisted the carpet.
Ugh.
Wait, is that
Why don't we just...
Is that why this is wet?
Yes.
Tsubasa, who's been sitting on it!
No. Why don't we just go downstairs, you guys?
Yeah.
Downstairs sounds like a good idea. Just quietly going.
Come on, dumbass squad.
Excuse you, I am not part of the dumbass squad. That is mostly just Lance.
No, you're part
Excuse
of it.
You, I am a smart ass, not a dumbass.
Debatable.
You're an ass.
You got the entire rug in the hallway wet.
Moist.
Please, no. That word
Moist.
is quite possibly one of the worst words to ever exist.
Okay, good. You got the carpet moist.
Alright, come down here so we can do whatever it is we're doing.
Tsubasa's just sitting, just flopped. Does the sort of half flop, half collapse into the chair.
Okay, so how are we doing this? We're standing, sitting.
I feel like I should probably get popcorn.
So what do you do to try and do the spell?
Whatever vibes correctly with the vague impression of instructions we've been given.
Try to focus all the mana into try to condense the mana in his body, I guess, into one point.
Roll Arcana for me, you guys.
Okay.
Okay.
Can Tsubasa lend the help action by basically talking through what processes he knows for summoning spells?
Sure. You can lend it to one person.
I'm going to lend it to Arthur.
Where is it? Same thing.
Tsubasa giving a very unimpressed look at Arthur is just like, I thought you were better at this than I was.
I'm not perfect.
Clearly. Just sticks his tongue out at them, just
Arthur, your mana is more supplement to their balance to tip it into something that would be helpful rather than balancing the axe. So you do succeed in helping the summoning ritual as you realize this feeling is very familiar in a way that you cannot describe nor discern. As the four of you kind of close your eyes for a moment, and then you reopen them, and you're no longer in the dorms. You are feeling the coastal breeze and hearing distant laughter, and in front of you, you see two people smiling and grinning as if they had won the lottery. An older man, about late 30s, early 40s. White, tousled hair, looks like it's permanently windswept. Tied back in a loose bun, with bright, almost cyan blue eyes. And wearing a red scarf that looks like it fades into sunset colors. Wearing like a lab coat and the casual clothes underneath. It looks to be kind of similar to what you saw the one person in the books, for those that were there, kind of wearing the same outfit. And the one beside him is a shorter woman with kind of light ginger hair, and she looks like she's permanently got a smile on her face, but she looks tired. Not in the sense that she wants to sleep, but in the sense that she's seen too much. Wearing a long sleeve sundress with dark blue leggings. And the sundress has a floral pattern of blues and purples and whites and silvers. And it is a sunny day out, and I will switch the map. How do you react to this while I switch the map?
Oh, I don't know about Tsubasa. Is he even there?
He is.
Oh shit.
Hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Is he still sitting in the chair or is he on the ground now?
You are all standing.
He's
What?
definitely taking a moment of Okay,
Utterly baffled.
normally
I don't-
summoning
yeah.
spells go the other way.
I don't think it's a new thing because they've all had various experiences with teleportation in some way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they were also told. But Tsubasa was also told it was a summoning spell.
That is true.
So he's over here. You see him with like two fingers up, looking between them, and just after a moment, don't summoning spells normally go the other direction?
Unless they were to summon, unless the spell was to summon us to here.
But then that's just a teleportation spell. Because you guys were the ones to cast. Hey, wait, hold on. How did I end up here?
I don't know. Hey, on the bright side, we don't have to worry about the carpet for a while.
Lance does get a smack upside the back of his head.
Ow. Deserved, but what the hell?
I don't think that's what's important right now. Because he does eventually turn back to the man and the woman that are standing in front of them, and it's just... So... I guess this means you guys are... Ephemera and Strelitzia?
You would be correct.
So are you like my great? Like, how many greats are there before it gets to be?
Don't stress yourself about it. And no.
No?
No.
No. But
I-
you said descendant. Usually, that's like,
Related by blood.
yes. Precisely.
Well, it's a little more complicated than that. As this fucking map is fighting me. Hold on, give me a second.
Fight it back. Use the steel chair.
Go off the top rope. RKO out of nowhere.
Watch out, watch out.
I do love how at the beginning of the time skip, Tsubasa's just like, we're going to be good. We're not going to do stupid things and look more into this. We're going to focus on our studies. And then he proceeds to become even more reckless the few times it pops up.
Yeah, it's concentrated now.
And it's only going to get worse. The chat doesn't need to make him worse. He's already doing it himself.
I'm fixing your tokens. It finally didn't want to fight me.
Hooray.
Yay.
Yay.
Started from a Yule invitation.
I'm sorry, one more
Chaos.
time?
This started from a Yule invitation.
It did.
Chaos. Chaos.
We need someone who is edgy enough to bring some chaos control to this.
I need you to shut the fuck up.
I'd volunteer Aster, but he unfortunately is as chaotic as the rest of us.
And I don't think he's the right kind of edgy.
Fair. Shit, we actually did not have the token edgelord in this group.
Yeah, because he fucking left. His name was TB.
Quick, does anyone have his phone number? Ring him up to get some chaos control.
TB, we need your edgelord here. TB's just like, I'm sorry, fucking what? One more time, but slower. We need your edgelord. Did not make any more sense.
So whose ass is my foot going in for saying that? Huh? You? You. Okay, line up. We'll just do a line.
Tsubasa just doing them big ol' eyes at TV is just like, just doing them big ol' eyes. But I didn't do anything.
Okay, you're not safe.
Wow. Just the immediate. All right, bitch, come on.
This is a Pokemon town. I love it.
I wasn't going to fucking say anything.
Oh, it is! That's because
It
it
is.
is!
I wasn't going to fucking say anything.
This is fucking, Lieutenant Surge's town.
Oh, fuck, it is. Look, even on the beach where there's supposed to be the tree, there's no tree.
Alright, guys. Time to play Pokemon.
Alright, okay, you
Fuck,
feet
we're
shut the
nerds.
fuck up, mute your mic before we all die!
We are so fucking nerds. This is the most hyper-realistic Pokemon map, and the first thing we guessed it's a Pokemon map.
Unhinged.
We are. Anyways.
So what do you guys do?
Tsubasa, after a moment, is just like, is the fact that it's a summoning spell, the fact that I ended up here as well, because even though I wasn't helping with the magic, or...
Oh, it's because you connected yourself to our thoughts. So we just decided to bring you here
Oh,
to enjoy.
okay.
Just having a fun time. And she smiles at you.
I mean, it is really pretty here.
I sure hope so. It is the docks. And do any of you look around?
Tsubasa's looking
Yes.
around.
The others of you?
Lance, Arthur, are y'all looking around?
I said yes.
Yes.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
perceiving my area.
Perceive!
Taking in the
So-
sights, sounds, and smells.
You all kind of realize that yes, this is a smaller area of wherever you have been pulled to. Because in the distance behind you, past the trees, past the flowers, past the waters, you see a massive conglomeration of buildings and skyscrapers and lifts and pulleys and people using glide to get around as if it were nothing. People dressed in master's coats, and some of them have variations of black coats, and it feels very utopian almost. And you feel the breeze even though you're just summoned here, and it is gentle and almost summer-like, even though it's past summer now.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but if I remember correctly, this place was built on that other Daybreak town, wasn't it?
The two of you with 20 and above passive perception.
Yes.
Arthur, you say that, and out of the corner of your eye as you're looking around, you see Strelitzia at first, the one with the long light ginger hair that looks almost sun-bleached at this point. Her expression shifts from gentle and affirming and almost motherly to sad. And not in the sense that you've upset her, but in the sense that she's reminiscing. And she doesn't say anything. Ephemer, however, just shrugs and says, "What about it?"
Last time I looked it up, there just wasn't, it was not too detailed of information on it.
We haven't gone anywhere. We just kind of went into hiding.
Huh.
So
Especially after what those kids have been planning. It's gonna ruin this place.
What
Wait,
kids?
what kids?
Ephemer goes to open his mouth and you hear that same silence as he's talking from before at Barbie's world.
I don't think we've met them
Ah.
yet.
And then you suddenly hear sharp and clear, Amadeus Armani too. Weird kid.
We heard that one.
Yeah, you're supposed to hear all of them, that's what I said.
We can't.
Apparently,
Oh.
there's a thing with the time loops.
Right, that thing that I don't understand, because time is a forbidden subject in this academy that apparently we're building.
Wait, what do you mean you're building an academy?
Masters Union, you said it was the beginning?
Yeah, you did say that, Arthur.
I said precursor.
Still.
Ephemer just shrugs.
So, like a prototype?
Yeah.
I mean, it's been. Helia makes an odd gesture. Centuries upon centuries since you guys were around. Maybe someone changed something.
I don't think there's a maybe at this point.
A lot of things have been changed.
like we can start right off the bat with the first thing we learned with King and Queen.
Oh, so you are talking about the kids. Yeah, it sounds like it.
Kind of, considering how we know them as the Black King and the White Queen.
They tilt their head kind of curiously. I don't think Amadeus would be caught dead wearing black.
That's why we think something's happened. We keep finding evidence of the White King and the Black Queen instead.
Well, yes, that is their titles from fate itself.
Fate's a bitch.
Something,
Yes, I'm
Not
well
one title
aware.
anymore.
something or someone has changed it, though.
Well, for now, don't focus on that. We kind of tricked you into coming here, but you seemed stressed. Even Lance was. And there's a glance at Helia and Lance from Strelitzia. And there's like a hesitation from her of not being sure what to say. And she just, you guys seemed awfully stressed out. We didn't want you to, have a breakdown in the middle of a battle. That's how you die. I would know. And she looks sad again.
Again, how do you die and then not die?
Lance,
Oh, it's if you have enough light in you. And she smiled.
also, didn't we encounter several people who died and then came back? Lance, remember?
You got all their memories.
I don't know if that counts, though.
It does, Lance. They came back from the dead.
They are just as dead as the rest of us.
That is to
Well-
say, not dead.
Exactly.
You hear Strelitzia kind of go, There is technically a difference between revival through light and revival through magic. Revival through magic breaks ties to the light, and the revival through light breaks ties with magic. It keeps the balance.
So, if any of us die and get brought back by magic, we can't use light anymore?
Not quite. It is more akin to a blockade. The light doesn't recognize you as living anymore. So it kind of cuts itself off from you. So you have to persuade it into believing you are connected to it again.
And I'm guessing it's the reverse for being revived by light.
Sadly, yes. And Ephemer speaks up. It's a bitch and a half to do.
I mean, I can imagine. I can't even consider not being able to use my magic. I mean,
There's a sort of uncertain hesitation from the both of them as they step aside, kind of granting you access to the rest of the docks, as they've said. Go ahead. Feel free to explore. It's Scala and caelum on a good day. There's no... And they hesitate for a moment. There's no explosions yet.
so-
Yet?
That's what they said.
Most of our, I guess, students, as Strelitzia speaks up, most of our students are ambitious. They like to try everything they can and then revitalize them to something new.
Tsubasa's
Yeah,
just
and they're
slowly
idiots.
turning to look at Arthur right now.
Just kind of looks away.
Should I be concerned?
Not right now, no, because Aster's not here with us as well.
Oh, your friend? Would you like him to be here?
I think he's at class right now.
There's a tap on the side of her chin, almost as if thinking. He kind of is at class. He's not doing very well, though.
Is he sleeping?
No, he's just not doing very well.
I mean,
I think he's looking for an excuse to go to the nurse's office right now. He's getting one very quickly.
that sounds about right. Yeah, just go ahead. Tsubasa just
Well, I
like,
can't do that in the middle of class. Give it a minute. He'll be at the right place for me to do that. In the meantime, go ahead and explore. We're gonna set up another ritual to bring him here.
okay.
Okay.
And he does start wandering off because this is a very pretty place. He is kind of in awe. Just,
You see tons and tons of flowers and high grass and herbs that are wild and unkempt and free-flowing. The water is crystal clear from what you can see, like untouched by anything.
It really is like a utopia. Can I get a closer look at the flowers?
Sure,
I'm getting a closer look at the flowers. I'm going to proceed.
roll nature.
Okay.
Enhance.
18! I need to keep my fucking voice down.
Sorry, I had to drop off Ash in your room.
Oh, I didn't even notice you were there.
Baby delivery.
This happens frequently, don't worry about it.
Stork delivery, the annoying child has arrived.
She's already fucking left my room.
So with an 18, you know for a fact that you only recognize 2 of these flowers. Of like any of what you see, you only recognize 2 specific species, 2 specific genuses. One is roses, the other one is poppies. All the rest of them you don't know.
Huh. He's gonna...
Specifically red poppies.
He is tempted to pick pick one of the flowers he doesn't know, but at the same time, he also doesn't want to do that in fucking Scala. Just the
Arthur.
would I even be allowed to?
Arthur.
Yeah.
I see you've stopped.
Yes.
Are you talking to them?
Yeah, he would have been like, tell me more about yourselves.
He would
Which
be
one do you
nosy.
aim this at?
Both of them.
They kind of look at each other and go, well, what do you want to know? I'm sure that's you.
Nothing specific.
She chuckles a little bit and goes, well, my favorite flowers are geraniums.
Geraniums.
Yep. They represent strength. I don't have a favorite flower because I keep not being able to keep them alive from ever. That That's not true. You've been able to keep her alive with cactus. There's a pause. Strelitzia, that's a cactus. It's hard to kill a cactus. It'd be impressive to kill a cactus.
I don't know. I've managed to. Well, I suppose that's not something to be proud of.
No, it's not, Lance.
And Ephemer just kind of thinks for a moment. Favorite colors, green. Strelitzia has been my best friend since before the war. I don't really got much to say about myself. I'm just another master.
No interests?
I like fishing.
Never caught anything big?
I feel like this is one of those you're actually getting to know them and they're stunned by it. So they're answering most of your questions as best as they can. Of they're not sure what is good to say and what's bad to say because you've mentioned A, a time loop, and B, they're supposed to be from the past. Which every time you guys have mentioned it, they've had a quizzical look on their face about it. As if they don't actually believe that's true. So, Helia and Lance, what are you doing?
Mhm. You said that the skyscrapers were out this way, right?
Ping that again for me.
You said the skyscrapers and stuff were out this way, right?
They're in that direction, yes. You do get a warning from Ephemer in the middle of the conversation of don't wander too far, it'll cut the connection.
How far is too far?
Don't find out.
No, we know the range. We've done this before. We'd say about a half mile.
You see, I say that because he's probably going to try to test it.
You know me too well at this point. I gotta do something to throw you off.
You do. I'll be happy when you manage. Look, I know I was quiet my first year, but you guys do know I was paying attention, yeah?
Yeah.
Arthur, as you're talking, they move to start doing the ritual again. But they're still answering questions.
Wait, a half mile from what point?
Probably them.
They aren't paying attention enough to answer that question. They are focused on both Arthur and the new ritual.
Can he also divide his attention to pay attention to the summoning for later use?
Sure, roll Arcana for me.
Tsubasa's just scruffing Lance. Just let's stay in this area, okay?
So, you don't really recognize the language that's being used, but you know the types of lines for ley lines and magical runes and what they're actually writing. You just don't know what they mean. So, Arthur, you understand most of what they're doing, but it's far beyond your pay grade, essentially. You know what they're doing. God forbid if you can replicate it. I'll say that you have the basics of it, but it wouldn't be to this extent.
What
It'd
are
be
they writing in?
arcane words,
So
like pure mana.
So Tsubasa could technically read it.
Yes, but you'd have to roll Arcana to understand it. And
What?
you're not there right now.
Fair.
So Arthur, you get the basics of the runes, and you understand the basics of what to do to replicate it, but you know that it would take most of, if not all of your mana to just do this for like an hour
Mhm.
while they're like seemingly effortlessly holding it. They did, though you do recall that they mentioned that they were masters.
Okay.
So you do have the basics, but it would take a lot of your mana.
Tsubasa just casually dragging Lance back into the village area.
Aster,
Yeah.
you are suffering. That is what you're doing. You are suffering because you decided to go to a night class after being up most of the day with your regular classes.
Check our notes and you'll find out which class I was at
Yeah?
when I was strangling you.
Yeah?
I asked you a question and never got answered.
Because I was doing stuff.
I know. But
Oh,
yeah.
dude. You're absolutely fucking suffering.
Yeah, I know. He's gone full med school. He's doing his damnedest. He's got plans. He needs to fucking work for him. He's
And
working
Yeah,
for him.
now he's about to get yoinked.
You're...
Which is- Yeah.
So, for that specifically, there are multiple classes that you would have had to start earlier in your studies, but because you're starting later, they're going a little harsher on you. At least to get you caught up with some of the lower tiers that are already planning for it.
Yeah.
And as a result, you are doing survival studies at night. And with the lower group who already know what they're doing and you don't. So you're going fucking through it. And you are battered and beaten and bruised because you were going through trial after trial not knowing what to do, and it frustrated you. And even with the corrections and given instructions on how to handle it, you kind of use the excuse of you got too injured. And as teachers, they're not supposed to do that, so they sent you to the nurse's office. And by the time you sit down to just rest for a bit and think about it, you close your eyes, and when you reopen them, you're in a coastal town. And I want you to place your token in between Strelitzia and Ephemer.
So Aster is showing up beat up to hell, huh?
More like scraggly. Like messy hair, messy outfit.
He opens
Bedraggled.
his eyes. He sees this is not the floor of the academy. He closes his eyes. Sound off on the moron squad.
Well, that's a little rude.
Did you teleport me without warning?
To be fair, we weren't the ones who teleported you.
And you also have a track record of that, so
Yeah, but I send a text first. Where? I'm not gonna open my eyes yet. Where are we? How bad is it?
Well,
You hear an unfamiliar voice, more masculine and amused, but not in a bad way, go, "You're in Scala ad caelum." The
That.
docks, specifically.
yeah, that.
The sharpest inhale. I'm going to thunderclap one of you the minute we get back. I was studying for the Mark of Mastery exam, and I just walked away for a temporary break.
And this
Stands up, opens his eyes. Hi. Why? Why?
It's still just a temporary break, Aster. You could use it too.
I'm fine. I need to finish studying. I'm behind on the Mark of Mastery classes. So far behind, they have to be assholes to me. And now I'm not there.
Oh, don't worry. The market mastery isn't that bad. It shouldn't be.
How old are
As
you?
Strelitzia speaks up. She thinks
Compared
for a
to me.
moment. And goes, compared to you, I'm turning 42 next year.
They changed due to the influx in Keybladers, they changed the way that it worked about 20 years ago.
Your time or our time?
Our time.
Our time.
I see. Well, that sucks. Sorry.
It's fine. What are we here for?
Oh, literally just a break. We kind of felt through Lance and Helia that you were stressed about something, and we figured out that you're in a time loop. I'm sorry.
Hold on. One counts. He kind of leans past Tsubasa and starts counting. 2, 3. Snaps. Itty, bitty, go fetch.
Tsubasa just sighs and just Lance snuck off, didn't he?
Yep. He's not within direct vision, which means someone forgot their turn watching him.
What?
Whose turn was it? Wasn't mine. I had class.
I am not some sort of stray dog that needs to be watched at all
Just
times.
the person who just wandered off the moment eyes were taken off of him.
Lance,
Yeah.
you hear a soft humming in the back of your head that your vision doesn't go foggy, you just close your eyes a little too long and you're back in the center of that garden. Like, you're with Tsubasa and Arthur and whatnot.
Aster and all that.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. He apparates now.
No, I'm basically pulling on the leash, says that from her.
Thank you. Show me how to do that.
What?
Our Aster, no.
I was wondering if any of you had any questions, considering you don't seem to know anything about Scala, but all we've been asked is about ourselves, which, thank you. I appreciate it, but not helpful to your current situation now, is it?
Well,
And there's a
First of
nudge from Strelitzia as she steps over to him. Kind of that friendly, you little shit kind of nudge.
No, they're friends, huh? Aster will blatantly go, the person I give a shit about right now is currently trapped in the dark realm, so the Scala ad thing, not my focus at the moment.
well, don't you think
Who's
we
trapped
could
in the dark realm?
My mom.
Aster, we could probably get information about how to get her out of there from here.
I know how to get her out of there.
Then how?
I gotta make a wayfinder to get her to basically center her to our realm, and then if I'm remembering correctly, she mentioned there's a big old heartless that she's stuck to. So gotta kill that thing.
Do you know how she's stuck to it though?
No, figure it out when I get there.
Figuring out
Why
before
do you think I'm
get
taking the Mark of Mastery classes?
Oh, yeah, but don't you think figuring out before you get there might be a better idea so you can be better prepared when it actually happens?
Not really. She's my mom.
You hear the muttering of one of the two of them going, dark realm, as if they're trying to remember something.
Tsubasa meanwhile just like, I get that she's your mother, but you can't just throw yourself recklessly into this sort of stuff.
Hey, Helia, for a point, can you come over here?
You get the most flat. No.
All right, can you still hear me though? He's waiting for a response. Helia.
What?
All right, just need to know that you can hear me. So, group vote real quick. Raise your hand if your mom's all right.
Tsubasa just slowly raises his hand with that tired sigh of, I know how this is going to go.
Arthur does not, so.
Lance kind of like just waggles his hand a bit.
Points directly at Arthur. Your mother is a saint. You put your fucking hand up.
That wasn't the question.
She's all right though. Fine. Rephrase of the question. Raise your hand if you can contact your mother the moment we get home.
Oh, changing the parameters.
Tsubasa's still holding his hand up, just like seriously.
Lance does finally raise his hand.
I got issues. I just got my dad to start going on dates again with Luca, and I'm working on the other end of the candle.
You still need to take care of yourself too, Aster.
I'm fine. Legitimately, I'm fine.
After like four or five full minutes, Strelitzia finally goes, Dark Realm. Right. The Forbidden Realm. I was trying to remember my studies. No one is supposed to go there.
We apparently have people there, so,
Yeah, quite a few.
People?
We have an entire job of people that tread there to collect lost people and whatnot.
She looks genuinely concerned. Well, who of your friend group is there?
What do you mean?
Who's lost there? Maybe we can help.
My mom?
Part of Lex's too.
What?
Huh?
what? Okay, I already knew
This
about.
isn't new.
Because we did already know about the three. Because when the teleporting happened, and no. Didn't know one of them was in the Dark Realm.
Pretty sure I said that. Especially when I told you he could talk in my head.
Out of character, was Tsubasa even there for that?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Alright. Yeah.
I'm having trouble remembering this as well, sadly.
Aster, you were passed out on the couch. You didn't hear it.
Oh, then my what stands?
No, Tsubasa takes most. Oh, right, yeah,
Oh, right, yeah? Guys, a fucking week ago we had this talk.
Well, no, this happened a while ago, before you guys went to the dollhouse, right?
Yes, it was
Okay.
on
Yeah, just
Helia.
before Barbie's,
Yeah.
which was like 6 months ago.
Yeah, no, this happened a good few months ago, but you were asleep, and I mean, there was a lot else that happened right after that.
Okay, so to reiterate,
Part of like
a week ago, I asked to be caught up on anything you assume I don't know. I didn't specify timeline. I did say it would be good for someone before I joined to know what happened.
I thought someone already told you.
Clearly not. And now I gotta go looking for two motherfuckers.
That's not your job.
Concept, you two could work together.
Oh boy. Like, you just hear Strelitzia just do the, like, pat on her leg, side to side, and it's like, oh boy. Like, it's like, this is a bad idea, kind of, oh boy.
He's a beacon of light in something they're calling the Forbidden Realm. I know oil and water look pretty, but let's not mix them just yet until we know the outcome.
Well, it's... She kind of sighs. It's not the Forbidden Realm because anything truly bad happens there. It's forbidden because of how many people die there. And we don't want that to happen again. So we've every entrance. I don't know how your friends and family are ending up there.
They travel there purposefully, using something called a wayfinder to come back. It's basically a shortcut right back where they came from.
I was sent there for a bit.
I just don't know how they reopened, unless... No. And Strelitzia, like, full send light dodges, books it.
I guess that's
It's now a bad time to mention my shadow's a direct contact to that place.
All right.
Ephemer just looks at you, looks at all of you, and goes, so, context for that. We are training a group of 5 people, apprentices, if you will. I think I can't mention their names, as I tried before, but I guess you know Amadeus Armani.
Is he one
Yep.
of them?
Yeah.
Yes, so is a sort of older apprentice of ours named Itsuki.
Huh?
Itsuki?
Yes, Itsuki.
Itsuki. That's. Wait, we actually can hear that name.
I sure hope you could. I don't know why you can't hear the others.
Time loop.
Okay, means nothing to me.
It's something
World
to do with
order.
time.
Basically, you
Yeah, that.
if you use the world order to protect worlds from the outside knowledge of keeping things in there, that whole grand magic works for time as well. The space-time theory. Both are important, both are technically intertwined together. So if there's one thing protecting one, there's one gonna protect another.
Wait. Dr. Gainsborough said that we wouldn't be able to hear something unless we've already encountered it. So, where have we encountered it? Wait, wasn't it in... out of character, it was in the journal, yeah?
It was in the book you got from Zemnis, yes.
Yeah. Wait, no. Wait, it was in that book that we got. Remember from Zemnis? Did we get
Yes.
Zemnis' name?
You know them.
Kind of?
Sort of.
In the garden once.
He sort of glitched in and then was glitched away.
So he did what he set out to do, I see. Fucking idiot.
Can I hazard a guess and assume that one of the other apprentices might be, what was her name?
Lathe?
Like this is in character. Lance
Yeah.
trying to remember it.
Yeah, no, Tsubasa does stare at him for a moment and then... Are you talking about Lace?
Yes, that's the name.
Ah, yes, that is another one. You know the last one?
The last one. Okay, so... Zemnis, Amadeus, Itsuki, Lace.
I mean, the other one has got to be the White Queen, right?
Yeah. Tsubasa's going to see if he can remember her name. Did he ever read it anywhere?
No.
Damn.
Always referred to as the White Queen.
Yes. She does. You do know that the White Queen has a kind of stand-in name called Brianna DeVore.
Yeah, and Tsubasa...
She does go by that in politics.
Yeah. The only name I know for the White Queen is, Brianne DeVore.
There's a pause as Ephemer turns to look where Strelitzia had bolted, and then looks back. Brianna DeVore is a false name. That literally means nothing. It means Queen of the Damned. It's not a name. It's a title.
Ah,
Hmm.
being called Queen of the Damned for the White Queen definitely does not help any cases right now, except for, the altered reality one.
I still don't know what you mean. I can even show you a picture of them when they first started becoming our apprentices.
Let's see.
I mean, sure, but how do I explain this any more than it's like the two of them have been switched?
Well, do you say that in character?
Yeah.
There's a pause and going, well, Scala isn't affected by time.
Yeah, it seems
Everything that happens here stays here unless you leave.
So... Huh.
Yeah, from what I've gathered from you saying things, it seems like this place is outside of time in a way.
So, like, for example, if someone tried to bring something from Scala over to our timeline, I guess, would that basically be like trying to do something the universe doesn't want you to do?
No, it would simply wilt or break.
Okay.
As we've tested before, the last time someone stepped out of here and came back, they were 20 years older. Suddenly.
What about
Oh, so time catches up to them. I see. Sorry, you had interrupted.
So, what about information then?
There's a shrug. He doesn't seem to know.
Well, I mean, we're gonna find out when we go back. Or are we still there? Or
Time has kind of, and Ephemer pauses, uncertain of how to explain it. Time has not been on pause for your continuity, but it has been moving extremely, extremely slow.
So it'll almost be like we never left.
Correct.
And Tsubasa does look over at Aster. It's just like, see? You're not really missing any class now.
True, but you know I'm gonna be hit by a wave of exhaustion the moment we're done, right?
Yeah.
I'll be fine. Speaking of, real important question, and this is kind of off topic from everything. Have you guys been taking your Mark of Masteries classes?
Isn't that
I love
normally
that.
just a fourth year thing?
Yes. It takes up the predominance of your fourth year if you don't take the classes early.
I mean, I was going to wait until closer to fall break for that, but because, I'm just a third year, remember?
I know, so am I.
I've been shoveling it.
Wait, I thought you were a fourth year.
Am I?
Out of
I'm
You are.
very tired.
Out of character, yes, you are.
I know. That was a Yuffie automatic response.
But yeah, no, Tsubasa just, Aster, you're a fourth year. Third years don't have to do the Mark of Mastery stuff until at the very least the winter semester.
Links individually. Oh no.
Hey,
Okay.
Ephemer-san? Sama?
Do not. Like the immediate note. Just, if you must refer to me as something like that, just call me Master Ephemer.
Master Ephemer, do you think it would be possible to drop Aster in his bedroom, or do we just get dropped where we were?
Sadly, I have no control over where you were granted access to Scala. It is wherever you fell asleep, quote unquote.
Okay. Aster, where were you?
Doing fine.
Aster.
I just left the class. I'm got like 6 more hours.
Aster, you forgot which year you were in.
Yeah, I'm taking a break. Well, this is a break.
Mm. You. Mm. At least go straight to bed when you're done, okay?
All right.
Get some actual rest.
I'd opted out of morning classes.
I know. I'm just.
It's
I
fine.
understand what you're going for, Aster, but. Just.
If you're looking to do the Mark of Mastery, why don't you just study here?
We can do that?
Yes.
Will the knowledge
Just
carry
have-
over?
I don't see why not. It's not like knowledge has a time limit.
I mean, that's fair. Just. I mean, I've already come across some things that we can't really say or do. Then.
All of you feel a rumble underneath your feet.
What was that?
The other shoe. Okay.
No. This is normal. I forgot to explain. Explosions and people fighting out of fun are entirely healthy and necessary here.
You did mention that, yeah.
Yeah, you did mention that.
Okay.
Then you see, with the 20 and above passive perceptions, your eyes kind of glance upward and across the tree line. You do see smoke starting to billow and kind of be caught up in a big aerogas cell.
So that's also normal?
He looks over towards it, kind of leaning back away from the tree line. Ah, shit. Yeah, it's normal. It's just fucking kids again. The younger ones.
Oh, geez, sounds like some of the first years.
I love these kids with all my heart and soul. I really do. I am going to kill them with my bare hands.
I have
I love them
to go
dearly.
check something.
What?
And Aster is going to kind of back up and start walking and walking.
Aster,
There's only a half mile
yeah,
before it.
we've got a range limit.
I'm
would
aware.
you like to go to Scala?
No, I'm fine here. If I can study here, I'm fine.
Just a blink. Alright. I'll bring some books next time I summon any of you.
All right.
Okay. I mean,
Cool.
Would that still require the on our side?
I'm not sure. I can do this. It would just actually bring you here. And I don't know if you want to do that.
Hmm.
Because of all the lux and whatnot. Just, it's inherent. Stronger spells, stronger outcomes.
I
but
don't remember if you know what Lux is.
but that does mean that we can come back later to study for the Mark of Mastery.
Anybody with a +7 or higher on history can roll to see what lux is.
Unfortunate for me.
Damn.
Wait, what did you say? Plus?
+7 or higher.
Plus seven
+7
or-
or higher.
Aw. I'm
I only have a
1
plus
point
4.
away.
Does anybody
way,
else?
I've only got +3.
I've got a +6.
I've got a
Unfortunate.
rock. Also, I find it
I'll-
very hilarious
Yeah.
that Aster was failing his survival class, was it? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
He has expertise in survival.
Yeah, you were a ranger, weren't you as well?
I was a ranger at one point, but But when I changed over classes, I kept my proficiency in survival.
So,
Fucking
Lance,
beautiful.
do
Mhm.
you want to roll for this?
What's the worst that could happen? I get a 1.
Yes.
Not bad.
Still
Definitely
fail,
not good.
but still fail, but you try.
Yeah.
You've heard the term Lux somewhere before, probably from history class, but you're really bad at keeping up with history, even if you are awake.
Yeah.
Arthur, with a 24, you know a lot about what Lux is supposed to be. This is not only the beginning name for condensed light, it is the term used for physical light that can be turned into magical items, weapons, armor, shields, anything. It is the very backbone of Scala ad caelum, and it is the backbone for even the masters to rely on.
Is it no longer in use?
It is no longer in use.
Oh, okay.
You know for with the 24 that something happened along the way about 300, 400 years ago around Scala ad caelum's time that kind of nullified the use of it due to an overexposure to it.
Huh.
It roll one more history check for me. It kind of reminds you of what you were told about your mother's condition, a sort of light corruption. An overexposure to the things that they use daily.
Okay.
Do you say any of that?
He gives like a huh.
What's up?
Just the Lux thing.
Yeah.
More about it.
You guys don't know, do you? No?
We wouldn't be asking if we did, Arthur.
Just clarify. Supposedly it's a light. Or, geez, a concentrated light, like, and it was used. As I say, it was used a lot, but it fell out of use because. God, what was the word?
Corruption.
It was a corrupting force.
Right, but before that, they got used to it.
Oh, desensitized.
Desensitization or overexposure, whichever one.
Yeah, kind of similar to what's up with my mom.
Huh.
Ephemer kind of gives you a look, Arthur. And you, what's your passive insight? Just your 10 plus your insight modifier.
Okay, where is 14?
He's got an odd look on his face.
I've got a
You
passive
can't read it.
insight of 21.
I have a passive of 24.
You whore. How do you have more?
You both, as Arthur looks at Ephemer to try and read him, you glance at the look he's giving, and it's one of concern. He understands a lot of what you're talking about, and that much you can read from him. And Ephemer has his arms crossed kind of across his chest, and he looks worried. The mention of light being a corrupting force when he uses it every day, it seems that it concerns him and he might try to do something to alter it.
Well, it was probably just like the overuse of it. Yeah? That made it fall out?
Well, there's a sigh as you hear the sound of light dodges getting closer. It's not the fact that it's overexposure, it's the fact that it's the one replenishable, constantly replenishable source of energy we have. Nothing else is more reliable than light because there's so much of it.
Or
And we just, you know?
Wind?
Electricity.
light casts shadows, thus can create its own source by darkness, and for darkness you must produce more light. It's an infinite cycle.
He frowns, but doesn't say anything.
It's supposed to be a balance, yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that what a cycle, an infinite cycle is? Just one balancing and lean towards one direction over another?
Not
The
necessarily.
scale's never perfectly setting?
That is, in fact, how the world system works, yeah? It's not perfectly 50-50 for light and darkness on any world.
Well,
But Scala is supposed to be 100% light, due to the
Ooh,
lux.
dangerous.
but there's supposed to be a balance.
Maybe
We
that
don't
means
know.
there's a place that's 100% dark?
Like the realm of darkness?
Well,
Not
that's because
quite.
our the realm we live in is called the realm of light, isn't it?
Yeah, but
So
our world feels more like the realm of the balance.
No. There's just a chuckle of like, no, that's not it.
No,
Yeah, you're not.
It's always been called the realm of light because it has the direct opposite with the realm of darkness. So
If you're looking for the realm of balance, or the realm of possibility, as we call it, you're looking for the afterlife, where everything and nothing can happen at the same time.
Okay,
Yeah,
important question. Is the afterlife the actual name of the place, or are you actually saying we can only find balance in death?
It's called Quadratum.
Thank you.
And you hear the now familiar.
And I swear to God.
Comes back, peers over the edge of the bushes, and goes, "Okay, so yeah, I was right. God, I'm gonna." And she looks extremely frustrated.
What was it?
You called her queen, yes?
Yeah.
We know her as Seraphina, or Sarah for short. She is a very angry person. We're trying to help her keep the balance of the darkness inside of her.
Huh. That doesn't sound like the White Queen that I've met before. Or well, she didn't.
Here she is.
She didn't seem angry, but I did. I did sort of call her rude because she interrupted the conversation, and she did not like that.
Yeah, she likes to be the center of attention in a really bad way. It's also, I'm running low on mana today, Ephemer, so can we call this? And she looks genuinely exhausted and like about to sit down and fall asleep.
Yeah, I think we're good going back for now.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. You did sort of also. And he does the motion of like picking someone up and putting them somewhere else.
I know. I really thought I could keep this up a little longer. And Arthur, she kind of does a familiar motion of rubbing at the top of her arm near her shoulder. And it's the same motion that your mother does whenever her light corruption gets too bad.
Is Ephemer looking? I'm assuming only at
Only at Strelitzia?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is not focused at all on you guys.
If you would see a face of recognition.
Tsubasa, I bet Tsubasa probably knows, is just glancing over at Arthur and just, oh, that's not a good look. He doesn't say anything out loud.
Ephemer just hops the hedge and walks over and starts to whisper to her, like really quietly.
Tsubasa trying to hear.
You'll have to roll really high.
I'm going to try anyways.
I believe in you.
I believe in me. I believe in the heart of the cards and the RNGesus and the heart of the dice. Whoa, shit. So 32?
I'm sorry, just thought. I believe in the RNG, the heart of the. Oh, Jesus.
You hear a short conversation. It's brief but concerned. It is the sound of two friends who have been through hell trying to make their chronic pain a little less difficult between each other. And you hear the whisper of, "Go rest. I'll handle the rest of this spell and any questions they have. Okay? I'm sure Master Serenity could help with the healing. You need to take a rest." And she responds with, "I need to help train those four. Itsuki is Master Skies. Okay? I got it. No, go rest. Or else I'm actually going to make them put you on bed rest." There's a pout from Strelitzia, but she does nod. Look over at you guys, smiles, and turns and walks away.
So, I guess now's probably the good time to send us back?
And he hops the hedge again, kind of with a practice ease. No, you're alright if you want to stay. I can handle the rest of the spell. It's only like 30 more minutes.
I mean, I'm okay with heading back a little bit early. It's... because... I mean, it's not like we won't be able to get in contact with you again, yeah?
Yeah?
And I can't imagine the amount of magic it probably takes to actually keep us here. I mean, unless anybody else wants to explore, or...
I'm good with going home.
If you all are certain.
Lance?
Lance kind of like leans over. Just Helia?
Yeah, what's up?
Are you okay with heading back early?
She just sort of shrugs.
We've only got 30 more minutes, even if we stay. Aster, are you good to head back?
Yeah.
At least this way we can actually think of questions and what we want to do. If we're able to come back at least. Ash, why are you like this?
Store delivery.
Yeah. I actually saw this time Rin just dropping the misbehaving feline! There we go. Anyways. As we were.
Do you guys help dismiss the spell? Because he does clarify that it is more than just snap of the fingers and the spell ends. It is a mutual disconnect, kind of like hanging up on a phone call.
Yeah, Tsubasa will help disconnect the spell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
As long as it doesn't require pumping more
ma-
mana in,
Mhm.
because we've got none of that.
Helia, do you disconnect?
I mean, probably, seeing as everyone else was going back.
Well, does she have anything she wants to do here?
Other than
I
relax?
Funny. I don't know, because I'm still a little unclear on what the original purpose of coming here was anyways.
The original purpose was to learn what was happening a little bit from their perspective. But it turned into getting to know Ephemer and Strelitzia, the game.
Well, we do kind of now know a little bit of what they've been through, though.
And what's up with Scala a little?
And now Tsubasa has thoughts because Scala is 100% light, but everything has a balance.
Gotta be a word that's 100% dark.
But he's also knowing that he can't get that answer from Ephemer because Ephemer doesn't seem to know. Whee. Do we all
And
just...
you all are back where you fell asleep.
Tsubasa just sitting upright in the chair, just like, ah!
You all seem to recall most of the information that was given to you. It's kind of in that brain foggy kind of haze of you might need sleep to clear it up. But
Tsubasa fucking...
it's otherwise still there.
Suddenly dark dashing for the stairs because I gotta go write this down! Just disappearing up the fucking stairs. How does anyone react to that?
Slow your roll. Not all of us have our mana.
Slow down, whippersnapper.
Tsubasa just ditching his 3 manaless friends right now to write down stuff.
Low down whippers. I have an ingenious question. Because my question might make this worse. Can't you dark dodge directly up? Like a jump?
Isn't it line of sight?
I don't think it matters exactly how Tsubasa got up to his room. He got up to his room, and he got up to it as quickly as fucking possible. Because I don't want to forget any of this. Lance just slowly trudging up the stairs after Tsubasa's just like, ah.
Going from full mana to no mana is exhausting.
It is, yeah. I think technically all three of you would have, like, at least one level of mana exhaustion just from that.
Yeah.
Alright, let me check to see where the fucking menace is. There she is. Anyways.
Where are we at on the recording?
We are currently sitting at 2 hours and 16 minutes.
Do you guys want to talk in character about it?
I went.
Because otherwise, I think it would be a good point to stop.
Yeah.
Because I am brain dead.
Well, do we want to talk about it in character? Because Tsubasa's fucked off to get to write in his journal.
I don't think Arthur has anything to say.
Lance does kind of just lean over the railing of the stairs, points at Arthur. We're gonna talk about, like, that look.
What look?
You know what look.
I have a lot of looks.
You got 3 looks, and that's it.
And all of them are named Lex. I mean, what?
Shut up!
Listen, I was already trying
That's what you're going through.
I was already trying to think of a joke to go with that. You just made it easier.
I could have gone to your funeral knowing I could have changed the outcome. Lex would say that to Arthur. I'm sorry. Just says the dumbest shit available and does the dumbest shit available. It's just like, I'm gonna go to your funeral knowing I could have changed the outcome. I'm gonna be glad about it.
Anyways. Is there any conversation to be had, or are we good for now?
I think we're good for now. We're just fucking around.
Yeah.